Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this class I'll be discussing the questions from setting arrangement. Precisely we'll be taking the questions where the arrangement is around a circle and when some of the people are facing the center and some of the people are maybe away from the center, right? So a good number of students are still confused about this particular arrangement. So let's take the questions, and all the questions have been sent by a student. So precisely I'll be solving all the question in this session. And one more suggestion, after first question, when you understood the things, what you can do is, for the next question you can just pause the session and try this solution on your own. Right after that you can watch the solution and explanation. Okay, so let's first of all I would like to clear the basics of this setting arrangement. So let's understand that. Now here you can see this arrangement of kids, right? See, all the kids are holding hand of each other and they are just looking at the center, right? That means they are facing the center. Okay, so this particular person and this particular person, these two are facing each other. Similarly, this and this person is facing each other. So this position is known to be facing at the center. In this case, for if we talk about this particular girl, so this is her right and this is left, right? For this particular boy or girl or maybe a child, this is left and this is right. Okay, so when the people are facing the center, the left and right are this way. Okay, and in this arrangement, all these persons, all these kids are facing outwards, right? Suppose there are more kids over here. So all of them are facing outwards. In this case, what happens if suppose if we talk about this girl, this is her right and this is her left. So over here, the right and left positions, and over here, the right and left positions are reversed. Okay, right, and here it is right. Okay, you can just compare the things. So when the people or the persons are facing the center, their right and left, you must be knowing. And when people are facing outward, their right and left should be clear to you. Okay. Now we try this first set of questions here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting around a circular area at equal distances from their neighbors, but not necessarily in the same order. Some of the people are facing the center while some of them are facing outward, that is direction opposite the center. Okay, now here the same direction means if one person is facing the center, then the other also faces the center, and vice versa. Opposite direction means if one person is facing the center, then other is facing outward. Okay, now this is the basic thing that that has been given to us. Now the important information that will be helpful for us to solve this puzzle is from here, right? D sits third to the right of B and all that blah blah blah. So first of all, you should be clear with this thing of what is opposite direction, what is same direction, and some people are facing the center, some of them are facing outward, right? Now we just try to make this arrangement. Friends, generally there are 4 to 6 questions based on this information. So if you spend for 3 to 4 minutes in making this arrangement, that is pretty enough, because once you make the arrangement, once you are finished up with the arrangement, then all the questions can be answered in just 1 minute. Maybe there are 4 questions, 5 questions or 6 questions, because in that case we just have to mark the answer, right? Because arrangement is already done. So it is pretty okay if you take 4 to 5 minutes or maybe 3 to 5 minutes in making this arrangement, right? So here we know there are 8 people. So what I do, I just make 8 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now some of the people are facing inside and some of the people are facing outside. So you must be clear that the right and left will be different, right? The person who are facing towards the center, their right and left, and the persons who are facing outside, their right and left will be different. Okay, so you have to be very clear with this. So in these sort of questions, first of all, you try to find out at least one person whose direction you know. Okay, so we start reading the information that is given to us over here. Now D sits third to the right of B. Now D, we know that there is distance between D and B is 2 people, right? Third to the right of B, but we don't know whether D or B, they are facing inside or outside. Okay, because if D is facing the center, then the right and left will be different. If it's facing outward, then right and left will be different. Okay, so we do not mark any of them as of now, but we know that there are 2 persons sitting between D and B. Okay, E sits second to the left of B. Okay, further E and B, there is just 1 person. The immediate neighbors of B face the same direction. That means if one neighbor faces the center, the other neighbor also faces the center and vice versa. See what is happening over here. The neighbors of B, suppose B is sitting over here. You should be able to understand this thing. Suppose B is sitting over here. Then the person sitting over here and the person sitting over here, both of them will have the same direction. That means either both of them will face the center or both of them will face outwards. Okay. It is not given that both of them are facing the center. What is given? That both of them, the neighbors of B, one is this and other is this, both of them are having same direction. Okay, maybe inside, maybe outside. And in some case, if it is mentioned that both of them are having opposite direction, that means suppose B is here, if this person is facing inside, this person will face outside, or if this person is facing outside, then this person will face inside. Okay, so that is opposite direction. So you should be clear with this. Then next is, okay, C sits second to the left of E. That means the situation is something like this. Okay, distance between E and C and E and B, that is between E and B 1 person, between E and C 1 person, but we do not know the direction. Okay, E faces the center. Now one important clue we got over here, E faces the center. Now what I do, I just fix the position of E over here, and since he is facing center, I put up a mark like this, E faces the center. Okay. Now C sits second to the left of E. Now we know that E is facing center. That means his left is this way. So that means C must be over here. Now if C is here, that means B must be over here. Okay, because there is a gap of 1 person between E and B and E and C. So C is here. That means B is here. Now see this sentence. E sits second to the left of B. Now we know the position, the relationship between E and B. Now E sits second to the left of B. So if this is the left side of B, that means B is facing inside, isn't it? Then only this will be the left. This side will be the left side. Okay. So we got to know that this thing also, that B is facing the center. Then this thing is clear. D sits third to the right of B. So if D is facing center, his right will be this side. So 1, 2, 3. D is here, right? But we don't know the direction of D and C, whether they are facing inside or outside. So this arrangement also we have done. This is done. Okay, then E faces the center. That is also clear. F sits third to the right of C. That we cannot do. But we know that there is a difference of 2 people. That means between F and C there are 2 people. So F must be either here or here. Then G sits second to the left of H. That means between G and H only 1 person. So if we see from here, G and H, 1 person cannot be set anywhere else except these 2 positions, right? So G and H, maybe G here, H there, or maybe G here, H there, right? So for once we just write G oblique H. That means F has to be here. Okay, so the remaining person A has to be here. Now most of the part has already been done. Now we just have to find out their this direction, whether they are facing inside or outside. Okay, so the immediate neighbor of B face the opposite same direction. Okay, then F sits third to the right of C. Okay, now we know the position of F and he is third to the right of C. That means C should see outwards. Okay, so that is clear. Then okay, now H is not immediate neighbor of B. That means it is clear, that is G is over here and H is over here. Okay, and then G sits second to the left of H. So G is here, and if this direction is left, then H should see outwards. Okay, then the immediate neighbors of E face opposite direction. So if H is seeing outside, G will be inside. Okay, then the immediate neighbors of B face the same direction. So this inside, that means this is also inside. Then G faces the same direction as D. G inside, that means D is also inside. Then the immediate neighbors of F face opposite direction. So F immediate neighbors in this inside, that means this is outside. Okay, so all the setting arrangement and the directions, everything has been done. Now you can answer all the questions very easily within 1 minute. Okay, now these are the question. I'm not going to solve, you can solve them on your own. I'm just what I can do is to help you can just pause the video, so you can just look at the question and make the arrangement, right? So these are the 5 questions. Okay, you can try all the questions on your own. All the questions are very simple to answer. How many people in the given arrangement face the center? You can easily answer because I have already marked the arrows for inside and outside. Okay, so just pause the session, look at all the questions and answer. Okay.